Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Shayla. I'm a woman, a mom on a mission to lose at least 100 pounds. We are more than halfway there. Thank you. Nothing but God. Today we're going to be going in the grocery store to do a little shopping together, and then I will take you guys home with me and do a grocery haul and talk about what's on the table, what's on the menu, the plan for this week. Y'all forgive me, the air is back on because the camera keeps overheating, but on my journey, I aim to prioritize whole foods. Prioritize. Not only eat whole foods, but prioritize. So that means trying to base my diets around whole foods and also eating processed foods that have less ingredients, less than the brand that I would usually go for. So that translates to, when the budget allows, I will get the products that have the cleaner ingredients because they're usually more expensive. When the budget does not allow, I'm gonna go for whatever brand I grew up on. Let's keep it real here. I'm a mom. Not only that, I'm a single mom, operate on one income in this household. So that means the money ain't always looking the same every week. Some unexpected expenses sometimes, or planned expenses that just end up being a little more than anticipated. Just different things going on in life. So if you watch me, when you see a grocery haul where everything's all nice and clean, Amy Lou chicken sausages for breakfast, cool, and then next week you see Jimmy Dean on the table, majority of the time it's because Amy Lou is more money for less sausages and Jimmy Dean is cheaper for more sausages. It may not look the same every single week, but my goal is to get things that have cleaner ingredients. If you're only buying, vegetable, fruits, those kind of things only, yeah, you can call it, cheap and it's not super expensive. But if you're wanting to also get your packaged things and have them cleaner, that money does add up. Let's not pretend, okay? Because getting a little box of cereal for $2-3 versus getting a nice clean 5-ingredient cereal is gonna cost you way more. It's just the fact of the matter. Last night I made my grocery list of everything that I need for the week. I have a note in my note section on my phone just titled shopping list. So anything I think of throughout the week, I think of a meal, whatever it may be, I just write it down on there. And then when I'm actually ready to go get groceries, I open up the apps for the stores I'm going to. So HEB, I have the app open and I just put everything in under curbside. Granted, curbside, the prices are more expensive. So I know going in that my grocery haul is going to cost a little bit less than what I'm seeing on here, because usually each item is a couple cents more than it would be if you go shop by yourself in store. I already have everything on here so I can get an idea of what the price will be. If I get exactly what's on this list, right here it says $103. I'll tell you what it ends up coming out to be once I get everything out of there. We're also going to Sprouts today because, talking about the sausages, I brought up sausages for a reason. My daughter has not been liking the Amy Lou chicken sausages anymore, so I don't want to buy Amy Lou for me, Jimmy Dean for her. I want to find one sausage that we both eat. I did some research and I found some sausages at Sprouts that have pretty good ingredients, so I'm going to go get those and we'll try those out going into this week as well. So we're going to HEB and then we're going to Sprouts and then we'll go home. But that's my method. I write it down through my notes throughout the week, and then when it's time to go to the store, I put it in the actual app to get updated prices on everything so I can go in with a mind of what I'm already going to spend. I don't just go in the store blindly and put things in a cart and then let it be what it's going to be, because as we know nowadays, the price of groceries has went up drastically. Let's just go ahead and get in here and get these groceries. These right here, delicious, so good. The only granola I buy, and they have a $150 off coupon, so even better. Okay, I told y'all my app was ringing up $103. I came out spending $100.79. That was not just due to discrepancies between app versus in person. It was because I changed up some things. It was because I didn't end up getting Honeycrisp apples from here. I'm going to get them at Sprouts. I'm going there anyway. They only had a couple apples left and they were beat up, so I didn't want to get them. My Honeycrisp is too important to skimp on, okay? And then for the grapes, I got a lot less than what I had on the app, so I got $3.43 worth of grapes, so that was cheaper. What else changed? I didn't plan on getting those Drizzlicious rice cakes. I got those. And just, yeah, there were just a few changes here and there. There was a little mishap at the register because the cashier when they moved, they were moving a product, they were moving something to scan it, and it knocked over the lady in front of me's. She had like a glass lemonade, I think, and it knocked it off the belt and shattered everywhere. So I had already put all my groceries on the belt, so one of the managers came and took all my groceries back, put them in my cart, and then he took me to a register and checked me out himself. And of course they were asking everybody, are you okay? Did you get hit with the glass? They don't want no liability issues. I should have said, yes, I'm injured. I'm just kidding. Let me turn this air up. I'm hot. I ended up grabbing a Poppy. This is strawberry lemon. I don't know, is it Poppy that I had or another one? I don't remember. I'm not really big on beverages, but when I got to the register, I was parched. At the one I was on, there was no water in the refrigerator. There was energy drinks, protein drinks, and I just got this. My water's empty. I didn't bring my big water bottle with me today, so I knew this was already empty. We're gonna try this out. She's a prebiotic soda, strawberry lemon. That sounds delicious. Oh, my nails. My nails! Okay, let's see. This is good. It's good. 9 grams of carb, 3 grams of fiber, 5 grams of sugar, 4 are added, 30 calories. Pretty good. Do I think it's necessary to purchase and add into my diet? No. But it's good. It's something good to try out for today. But I don't see myself purchasing them as like a regular thing or anything. All right, now let's go. I'm actually gonna make a pit stop at Walmart to get some cleaning products. I don't get a lot of my household stuff from H-E-B unless I don't feel like going to Walmart. But usually things are a little bit cheaper if I go to Walmart for household stuff. I'm not getting any groceries from Walmart. I'm strictly just getting some household cleaning stuff and some gloves, things like that. So I will see y'all at Sprouts. Made it to Sprouts. Now, I don't shop at Sprouts. I don't want to get in here and get excited and get all kind of stuff I didn't plan to get. I only need 3 things out of here, okay? 3 things. But I'm going to allow myself to get maybe 1 didn't plan for item. Probably going to be some kind of snack because, you know, they have a lot of brands that are the cleaner, the healthier brands of snacks and all those things. We will see. But let's go in together. Okay. I do like to buy these for my daughter, but we don't need no cookies this week. And the Simple Mills almond chocolate chip, good as well. $2.39 for one. Guess they're cheaper than the Chomps, but I don't buy Chomps either. I get mine from Aldi. See, I should have waited till I came here before I got these because first time I had these, I had French toast bites. But I've been buying salted caramel because that's what's at H-E-B. But I remember these being delicious. But I already bought one, so I'm not buying 2. They have a lot of different types of rice cakes I don't see other places, to be honest. Let's see. They're good. Good Chris Company. I like these. I haven't had the white cheddar. I might have to get one. Wait, is buy one, get one free? But do I need 2 things of chips? That's the real question. And the answer is no. But it's buy one, get one. So you gotta do 2. We'll do cheddar and sour cream. Okay, no, I'm putting both of these back. I've been wanting to try the Boulder brand chips for the longest, but I never would see them anywhere. So I'm gonna get the dill pickle Boulder chips. The ingredients are good. Potatoes, avocado oil. Pretty good ingredients. I'm gonna get these to try. The barbecue looks good too, but I'm gonna do one. I'm also gonna get these for my daughter. They have the puffs. She does like the Lesser Evil Spaceballs. I've gotten those before, but I have not had these, so we'll try these. As far as yogurt, this is one that I want to try eventually, but not today. I already bought yogurt for the week, so I don't want to be redundant. But, and also Kite Hill. They have a Kite Hill Greek style, dairy free, 11 grams of protein. It's definitely less grams of protein than the dairy version, but I'm interested to try it out. have these build a meal, pick a protein, pick a side. Chicken breast, chicken cutlet. I guess they want you to pick seasoning at home too. Okay, well these look like they got a little more something in them. Lemon citrus, turkey meatloaf. Okay, these are the sides. Brussels sprouts, sweet potato, power grains, cauliflower rice, garlic potatoes, green beans, beets, mashed potatoes. Okay, that's pretty cool. Junkless cookies, no fake stuff, less sugar. Let's see. Whole grain oat flour, dark chocolate chips, tapioca starch. Yeah. Okay, so I got everything I needed out of there. I enjoyed browsing a little bit to see what kind of brands they had. I think I'll be coming to Sprouts a little more often, specifically because I have a toddler. She's a toddler. I allow her to be a toddler and she gets to have her snacks and stuff. But I always say I would like her to have the cleaner brands, the cleaner versions of whatever snacks that, you know, I grew up on, wherever possible. They have a lot of brands that I don't see at the other stores that I go to. So I want to, you know, get things every now and then to see what she likes and what she'll eat. I've tried so many different types of chips, cookies, crackers, all those things to find what brands she will eat that have better ingredients than the usual. Like instead of a Chips Ahoy, we got Simple Mills chocolate chip cookies. I want to have those things that I know she'll eat that have better ingredients in them. Even if I think future focus, my daughter's going to start school eventually, I'll be packing her lunches. I want to have things that are still fun but have better ingredients for her. And for myself, I showed you all the chips that I found that have better ingredients. They're made in avocado oil, all those things. When it comes to this journey that I'm on, it is truly always the food. It's always the food, y'all. If you know, you know. If you told me I could work out 7 days a week and eat whatever I want and get to my goals as far as health, physical, everything, I would say absolutely. I will work out 7 days a week. It's the food. This entire year thus far, I haven't had as much motivation and fire behind me when it came to my food. I've just been going through the motions, it feels like, and doing things because they're familiar, not because I have an actual desire to do these things, though. If you told me I could eat whatever I want and just work out, I know I'm not alone in that. Eat whatever and work out for 5,000, please. I would happily sign up for that. But it's not possible because I don't want just physical health changes. I want internal health changes as well. I can't get healthy on the inside if I'm only putting junk into my body. So I'm trying to remain focused on the goal and, you know, just until I have a fire behind me, keep doing what I'm doing regardless of how I feel. This is about overall health inside and out. If you don't know, I am diagnosed with diabetes. So this is not just about looking a certain way. It's about my insides matching the way I want to look, okay? Because you can look a certain way and still have very poor health. So this is about overall whole body health for me. And that's going to be a journey. It's going to take some time. And I'm not always going to feel like it. I'm not always going to be motivated. I'm not always going to want to make these decisions that I'm making on a daily basis. But these decisions compound over time. To be honest, this year alone, there were many moments where I was just like, you know what, forget it. I don't care anymore. I don't care. That's why going into the second quarter, I had decided to do things differently. This video is in partnership with Nourish, and I've been seeing my registered dietitian through Nourish since April. We've been meeting on a regular basis, and she has truly been a support in my journey. At the time and currently, that was such a good decision for me to make because I have an extra layer of accountability, someone I can check in with on a weekly basis, talk about how things are going, why they're going this way, what we can do differently going into the next week. Every meeting, I meet with her on Wednesdays. We go over my averages for the week. So that's protein, fiber, carbs, calories, even whatever it may be. We go over the averages and talk about, you know, what's happening, what's going on, what I'm doing well at, what I need to work on more in the next week. And she just, it's so good to touch base with her on a weekly basis. I love my dietitian because she is very uplifting, she's positive, and she always reminds me to extend myself grace whenever things don't go as perfectly planned. I work full-time, I'm a single mom, I am opening a business, I'm doing content creation part-time, I'm focusing on my health and wellness journey, I'm maintaining friendships, going deeper with Christ. I'm doing so many things, and she constantly reminds me, girl, relax. We don't set unrealistic goals. We set goals that are attainable and realistic for me. Overall, the process to using Nourish is pretty simple. Everything is virtual. You meet over Zoom, and for many people, it is covered by health insurance. 94% of Nourish patients have their services covered with zero out-of-pocket costs, and they have a Nourish guarantee where you will never pay more than your initial estimate, so there's no surprise billing. So me and my dietitian, we do meet on a weekly basis, but also I'm able to communicate with her through the app. A few weeks ago, I was communicating with her through the app. She was messaging me back and forth to find a good time to reschedule the appointment that I was rescheduling. We rescheduled it, and I'm meeting with her again on next Wednesday. And that's one of the good things about the app. You can talk to your actual provider via text on the app to move things around or whatever you need to, talk to them about. On the app, there's also recipes you can browse. There's a chat. Of course, you can log your food on there so your dietitian can review that. There's so many things within the app that can be useful to your journey as well. Even for your grocery shopping, you can get some ideas off of what's on there. I actually have an appointment with my doctor in 2 days, and we're going to do more lab work. Like I said, I have diabetes. I'm on a GLP-1. So we're going to do some updated lab work on Tuesday, and I'll be able to share that with my dietitian next Wednesday. She can request those labs directly from my doctor and get all that information to help me formulate plans based on what's going on inside of here. And that is one of the most important things for me because I like data. Everybody's body is different, so it's important to treat it as such. So I'm going to take those labs and we're going to, see what we need to tweak. If there are any deficiencies I have that we need to work on, whatever it may be, we're going to do that together. And I'm excited for that. So if you're in a place with your nutrition where you're just tired of guessing and figuring things out on your own every week, and you would rather a plan focused on your body, your goals, your health, your situation, then go ahead and check out Nourish using the link below to sign up for your first appointment with a registered dietitian in under 5 minutes. Let's get home and I will show you everything that I got and tell you what I'm going to do for the week as far as meals with said items. All right, so I'm going to do this quickly because I need to put these cold things up and then we'll talk about the actual meal plan for the week. So as far as snacks, I got these salted caramel drizzlicious rice cake bites. These have been yummy. My daughter likes them. I like them. It's 4 servings in this bag and they just are absolutely delicious. This is the only granola I buy for my yogurt bowls or anything like that. I love this down. Purely Elizabeth vanilla almond butter. Specifically this one because it's labeled as keto friendly, which for me just means lower carb. It is 8 grams of carb, 2 grams of fiber. And for yogurt this week, we got the Oikos Triple Pro, 17 grams of protein per serving. I keep ratios on hand at all times. These are the pro fibers. I got 4 of those, 3 of the lemon meringue, and 1 of the pina colada. Good cultured cottage cheese, always in the mix. Some New York strip. The New York strip is why my groceries cost what it costs. $36 for these 4. And then I just got a thing of wings. So I can make some wings probably this weekend or maybe in the middle of the week we do a wing night or something. I don't know yet. We'll see. But I got both of these. I have chicken breast in the freezer still, so we didn't need to get that. And the last protein I got was this bag of shrimp. These were on sale. Let me pull my receipt. These were $13.94. I want to say the original price was maybe $20. Let me confirm that because I can just pull up the app really quickly. The original price here says it's $20.94. Online it says $14.64, but I paid $13.94 for this bag. These are huge and my daughter is finally eating shrimp. I made shrimp and rice bowls the other week and she actually ate it. Previously, she would not eat the shrimp. She'd only eat the rice. So now we got another protein that she likes. I love it. We're good to go. For fruits this week, we have black grapes, strawberries, some kiwis, and bananas. Last thing from H-E-B are these green beans. Sorry, I've been putting things up as I go because it's been sitting in my trunk. And then here's what came from Sprouts. So these were the sausages I was talking about. The Jones Dairy Farms turkey sausage. It's 32 links in here, 10 grams of protein per 4 link serving. And then the ingredients: turkey, water, potato starch, salt, dextrose, sugar, spices, which I'm not super picky about each individual ingredient. I just want it to be as least as possible is my thing. We need to put these up. Green beans are a veggie, but I got another veggie for the week, which is edamame. Me and my dietitian were talking about these because I wanted to add more natural fibers into my diet. So in a serving, there's 3 servings in here. In 1 serving, we have 7 grams of fiber, 14 grams of protein. So I'm going to definitely use these. I also got some that are still in the pod. I want to try it both ways. I know these you have to, pop the little beans out, but I bought both so I can try both of them. And then lastly, I already saw these, but I've been wanting to try Boulder Canyon for the longest. So they had dill pickle. I love a dill pickle chip. Went ahead and got these. What I really want is the Golden Flake dill pickle chips. I think they stopped making them because I cannot find them anywhere. That's what I want. They had so much pickle flavor on them chips. It should have been illegal. Like when I say mouth raw, I mean mouth raw, but that's what I'm seeking. Anyways, And then I got these for my daughter, the aged white cheddar canyon poppers, little puff ball. I don't want to try these together. Hold up. I hope they don't disappoint. I think these are the closest taste to a real pickle. Like this tastes like a chip dipped in actual pickle juice. Would certainly buy again. Because the Lay's dill pickle chips, they're not potent anymore. Lay's took the flavor out of all their chips, if we're being honest. They took all the flavor out because that was that bad stuff in there. So it can be used the soonest. And we'll watch this. But while I'm doing this, let's talk about what's on the actual meal plan for the week. So for breakfast, I'll be doing, you know what I realized after when I started unpacking everything, I forgot to get the Honey Crisp apples from Sprouts. I was getting them from Sprouts and I didn't get them because I was too enamored by all the snacks and forgot to get my apples. But that's okay, I still have 2 left. I'll just go back to the store another day to get my apples because I completely forgot. But for breakfast, I'm doing a Honey Crisp apple with turkey sausage and then yogurt cottage cheese with granola on top. I'll put a picture up because I started eating that last week. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was eating that for breakfast last week and it's just been such a filling, balanced breakfast that has really set me up to start my day off well. So I'm gonna do that again this week. Then for my other 2 meals, which lunch and dinner are interchangeable for me, I'm gonna do rice with shrimp, onion, and edamame. And I'm debating on if I want to go ahead and put chicken in that as well to make it a really protein-packed bowl with chicken and shrimp, but we shall see. And then my other meal will be steak with green beans and potatoes. I already have potatoes here. I have yellow potatoes, so I will use those with the green bean and steak that I just bought. So yeah, that's my plan for the week. I bought these wings for just a night where maybe I want to do something a little different. Should I go ahead and season them and freeze them? No, I'm not gonna do that. Not this time. I don't feel like making time to do that. And then as far as snacks, of course you saw the packaged snacks that I bought, the chips and the rice cakes. But outside of that, I like to do a fruit with cottage cheese type of thing. So I have those grapes. I can put grapes with cottage cheese, kiwi with cottage cheese, apple, kiwi, and cottage, like just any type of mixture like that. I love pairing my fruit with the cottage cheese for a nice snack that's also filling. And I just really love cottage cheese, y'all. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let me wash my hands one more time before I seal these up. So let me show y'all how I do my planning in terms of meals. This planner by The Daily, a really big, thick girl, but I use this for my weekly planning. Inside of each week, there is a weekly overview in terms of your meals. So on here, it has breakfast, lunch, and dinner all the way down. And then it even has a grocery list. I don't usually use this, but I do use the weekly plan. I do the grocery list thing in my phone, so it doesn't really serve me a purpose to write it down here. But let me go ahead and do this. I already told you what we're eating this week, but then I put it in here so I know a clear idea of what's what. Tomorrow is when I'm gonna cook my shrimp and cook my steak for the first days. So I know for lunch, I'm having shrimp, rice, edamame. I haven't decided on chicken or not yet, so. And then dinner will be steak, green beans, potato. Breakfast, I don't know why I'm writing it last. Apple, sausage, yogurt. I'm gonna put yogurt, it's really the yogurt bowl stuff. And then I'm doing this Monday and Tuesday, so I'm just putting 2 little dashes to mean same as the day before. And Wednesday, my daughter will be back home, so I'm slicing this in half. My breakfast should be the same as the 2 days before. And then for her, I'm going to have sausage. I just put fruit. I'll usually let her pick what fruit she wants. sausage, fruit, and yogurt. Now, for hers, it's me writing this, but if she ends up wanting something else, I'll do that as well. I have a box of cereal that I bought last week that she's been eating out of, so I definitely want her to finish it this week, so of course it doesn't stay in the pantry forever and get stale. So already, I'm gonna say the next day, we're gonna do cereal with fruit. And then her lunch, she will eat the shrimp and rice as well. I don't usually add the other things that I put on her plate. So with shrimp and rice, we'll probably have some fruit, a snack, applesauce, just something else to fill up her plate. But I'm just gonna put shrimp and rice there, shrimp, rice. And then dinner, what I can do is I can take that chicken and do chicken. I'm just gonna put chicken veggie. So I don't know if I'll do green beans or some more of that edamame. Yeah, I don't always do the entire week. I might do like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'll regroup and fill out the rest of the week. So I'm gonna just leave this as is for now until I really decide what I wanna do. Another thing I do is every single day, I'll come look here and then put it on, because this is a daily planner. So it has the weekly overview and it also has every single day in there as well. So for example, this was last Thursday. I look at the weekly outline and then I go ahead and add it here in the notes. So I'm looking at only this day and I can see, okay, breakfast is this, lunch is this, dinner is this. All right, so that's it. That's all. I just prepped my fruits, put my meat up. I find that when I prep my fruits and put them in a container washed already, I'm more likely to grab for them. Whenever I have extra steps and I want to eat it, like, oh, I have to wash the grapes now I got to take them off the vine, all that, I'm less likely to pull from them during the week. So went ahead and did that. Meat is in there. I've washed all the dishes of my containers that were emptied from this week of eating, and we're ready to go into the week. If you want to see how I actually cook the things that I got and what I'm eating day to day, definitely check out this Friday's video. I post every single Friday in addition to these random videos here and there. But I'm about to sit down, do a little bit of editing, and then I'm going to go change and go to the gym. So that'll be in my weekly vlog this Friday. If you enjoyed spending time with me today, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hype up this video. I would greatly appreciate it. I will see you this Friday for another week of Discipline Diaries. Toodles!